If you're new here, welcome to FastPulse. If not, welcome back. Today I'm going to be going over why I chose to buy the Yamaha R7 and some of my personal pros and cons about it. Starting off with some of the pros, my first pro would definitely have to be the way it looks. For a smaller bike and not a leader bike, this has got to be the best looking LAMS approved bike you can get. It's really sleek. I got the first of the matte black with the gloss black. I get a lot of people confuse it for an R1 at first glance. It's got a digital dash. It shows what gear you're in. Just here, it shows neutral. It also shows your fuel, your temperature, the time, your speed, your revs. It's fantastic. It's just got a really sleek design, and especially when you pair it with the full aquaponic exhaust system. I get heaps of people compliment it on the sound, the way it sounds. It sounds very similar to the R1 Cross Plane. I'll give it a start up quickly for you guys. It sounds super deep, super grunty. It sounds like it's got power. Um, and overall, it looks fucking really aesthetic. It's fantastic for photos. Not to mention, it also ties in with my content creation. So I am trying to get into the content creation, Instagram posts and YouTube. It holds that mean, aggressive look in the front, especially with the little DRLs without the headlight on. The back, when you put a tire detail on, it looks fantastic. Like I said, paired with the aquaponic exhaust system, it just looks great. Which leads me on to the second thing, is how it looks while it's riding. I am not a fan of the upright seating position. I much prefer the race look, the sports bike look, and how it looks while it's riding and while you're riding. I'm not a big fan of the upright seated position, like the MTOs and a lot of the smaller bikes. Not to mention, this was the best I could get for a LAMS approved bike. I obviously wanted a bigger bike, which I'll get into later. But for what you can get here in Queensland with a LAMS license or RE restricted license, this is the best you're going to get. Which leads me on to the second thing, which is how it feels while it's riding. It's super nimble, it's super light. I have taken it through the mountains and it does fantastic, surprisingly. With the suspension setup and the right PSI in the front and back tires, it handles extremely well. For such a small bike and a LAMS approved bike, it handles extremely well. I was ripping through the corners, it held its line nice. Where I wanted it to go, it went, and it had just enough power to get me through the corner nice and quick, and I was able to get it down low and scrape my knee a couple of times. It's not a scary bike to ride at all. It has just the right amount of power if you're getting into the bike scene, if you're learning to ride on the road. It'll pull you through the corners nicely. It gets up and goes on the highway. Of course, it's not a leader bike, but for a LAMS approved bike, it is fantastic, I must say. Overall, for me, it looks fantastic. The handling's amazing. It sounds pretty decent, really nimble, and you can really learn to be confident on it because it doesn't have a great amount of power. I'm obsessed with how it looks for a small bike to look this good. Alright, so now let's go for a quick ride while I explain some of the cons and the things I don't like about this bike. Now that we're out on the road, I'm going to explain some of the cons and some of the things I'm not a big fan of. Starting out with the biggest thing for me personally is the comfortability while riding. I am 6'2.5", and riding this bike is a struggle. It's not the most pleasing to ride, to say the least. I'm very hunched over. Going for rides longer than an hour, it starts to kill my upper back and my neck. Not to mention, while sitting at lights, my legs are very bent, and It's just a bit uncomfortable. The bike feels very small, almost as if I'm riding a pit bike, which can be pretty frustrating in some scenarios. Because when you're on the bike, you want to feel comfortable, you want it to feel nice, you want to feel like it's for you, you want to feel like it suits you. I do not get that feeling in this bike. It is super small. I feel like I'm on a super small kid's bike. Which leads me on to the second thing, which would be the power output. Don't get me wrong, it's got a great deal of power and enough if you're a beginner, but you'll outgrow this thing really quickly. I'll put some of the stats up on the screen. It's a great bike if you are learning, but you will outgrow this thing pretty quick. This bike has enough torque to get up and go down low, but once you start going up in the higher speeds, all the power just seems to disappear. All the pull goes away. It can sometimes struggle to pull you along. Another thing that's worth mentioning is the price bracket, which is a big factor for some people. These bikes are priced at $10,000 to $15,000 AUD, and for a second-hand one with about 10,000 kilometers, you're looking at about 11, 12 grand. Very rarely will you see one come up at 9 grand. Overall, at the end of the day, the biggest question is, would I buy this bike again? And given the same circumstances, I absolutely would buy this bike again. It's a fantastic bike, it handles extremely well. The biggest downside for me personally would have to be the comfortability, being so tall, and the power. I wish it did have a little bit more kick to it, but at the end of the day we can't complain. It is a LAMS bike, it is meant to be a bike that somebody is to learn on, so you can't really blame it. If you've stuck around to the end and you've watched up to this point, I want to say thank you for watching my first YouTube video. I plan to make plenty more and the content will only get better from here. Comment down below what you want to see, what sort of content you want to see on the R7. I will be doing things such as track days, how-to videos, and ride-alongs with me. Drop a comment what you want to see, what you enjoyed about this video, and your opinion on the R7. Do you agree with my pros and cons? Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.